Welcome back to the channel Next Car Lunch. If you think the Tesla Model 3 is already one of the smartest EVs for saving money, wait until you see what the 2027 version could bring. With lower running costs, impressive real-world range, strong daily practicality, and potentially better long-term value, this could be the Tesla that makes traditional gasoline sedans look expensive to own. But the biggest question is simple: how much will it really cost, and is it still worth buying in 2027? Let's find out. The 2027 Tesla Model 3 is expected to continue as one of Tesla's most important electric cars, and for American buyers, its biggest advantage may not be acceleration or futuristic technology. It could be the money you save every month after you drive it home. For the United States, an estimated starting price could be around $42,000, depending on the version, battery, incentives, and Tesla's pricing strategy at launch. Higher performance or longer-range versions could move well above $50,000. In Japan, an estimated price could be around 6.2 million yen to 7.5 million yen before local taxes, incentives, and registration costs. For American market buyers looking at overseas purchasing or export opportunities, the final price can vary significantly because of shipping, duties, taxes, and local regulations. Now let's talk about the reason many people buy a Model 3 in the first place: energy savings. Unlike a gasoline sedan, the Model 3 does not need regular gasoline. Your main energy cost comes from charging the battery. In real-world driving, depending on weather, speed, traffic, tires, and driving style, a modern Model 3 could deliver roughly 250 to 350 miles of usable driving range on a full charge depending on the selected version. For an American driver covering 12,000 to 15,000 miles per year, home charging can potentially cost far less than buying gasoline every week. If you normally spend hundreds of dollars a month on fuel, switching to an EV could create significant yearly savings. And this becomes even more interesting for small business owners and commercial users. If your vehicle is used for deliveries, sales visits, commuting between stores, or daily city driving, reducing fuel expenses can directly improve your operating budget. Maintenance is another major advantage. The Model 3 does not have a traditional gasoline engine, transmission, exhaust system, or many of the mechanical components found in conventional cars. That means there is no routine engine oil change, and some traditional maintenance items simply disappear. You still have tires, brakes, suspension components, cabin filters, fluids, and other wear items. And EVs are not maintenance-free. Battery and charging systems are extremely important, and repairs outside warranty can be expensive. But for normal ownership, the reduced number of mechanical components can help lower routine service requirements. The biggest long-term ownership question is the battery. Tesla has built a huge amount of experience with EV batteries, but battery condition still matters when you're buying a used Model 3. How the previous owner charged and drove the vehicle can influence battery health over time. For buyers planning to keep the car for many years, checking battery warranty coverage and service history is extremely important. Insurance is another cost you should not ignore. Tesla insurance prices can vary dramatically depending on your state, driving record, age, location, coverage level, and vehicle configuration. Some owners may find insurance surprisingly reasonable, while others may face higher premiums than expected. Before buying, always get an actual insurance quote for your specific situation. Spare parts availability in America is generally much better than it was during Tesla's early years because the Model 3 has become a common vehicle on American roads. However, certain Tesla-specific components and body parts can still be expensive, and repair times can vary depending on your location and the availability of parts or service appointments. Now let's see what the 2027 Model 3 feels like in everyday driving. In the city, this car makes a lot of sense. Electric power arrives immediately, so moving away from traffic lights feels smooth and effortless. There is no waiting for a gasoline engine to build power. You simply press the accelerator, and the car moves. In narrow American streets, parking areas, and busy downtown traffic, the Model 3's relatively compact sedan shape can also be useful. It is easier to position than a large pickup or full-size SUV, while still providing enough interior space for daily family and business use. On the highway, the Model 3 is where its low center of gravity becomes noticeable. The car feels planted, quiet, and stable at cruising speeds. Long-distance driving can be comfortable, especially when you combine the quiet cabin with Tesla's charging network and modern driver assistance features. But there is one thing buyers need to remember: charging stops require planning on long trips. A gasoline car can often refuel in minutes, while an EV needs more time. For many daily drivers, home charging solves most of the problem because you can start each morning with a charged vehicle. Now, what about load carrying? This is not a pickup truck, so don't expect it to replace an F-150 or commercial cargo van. But for groceries, tools, laptops, small packages, business equipment, and everyday family cargo, the Model 3 can be surprisingly practical. The trunk and additional storage areas give it useful flexibility for a sedan. And if your business mostly involves people and small items rather than heavy equipment, the Model 3 can make financial sense because you are getting transportation without paying for the size and fuel consumption of a large truck. One interesting American competitor is the Toyota Camry. The Camry remains a strong value choice because of its familiar gasoline or hybrid powertrain, established service network, and strong reputation for reliability. But the Model 3 fights back with lower potential energy costs, strong acceleration, quieter operation, and a different ownership experience. If you drive many miles every year and can charge at home, the Tesla may offer better running cost efficiency. If you cannot easily charge at home and want the simplest traditional ownership experience, the Camry can still be a very sensible choice. Resale value is harder to predict. Tesla has changed prices several times over the years, and price changes on new vehicles can affect used car values. EV technology is also developing quickly, meaning today's battery and range specifications may look less impressive several years from now. So buyers should not purchase a Model 3 assuming it will automatically hold its value like some traditional high-demand vehicles. But if you plan to keep the car for 5, 7, or even 10 years, depreciation becomes less important because you are getting more value from the vehicle over a longer ownership period. So, is the 2027 Tesla Model 3 worth considering? If you want a comfortable daily car, drive a lot of miles, have access to home charging, and want to reduce fuel and routine maintenance costs, the answer could be yes. It may not be the perfect vehicle for everyone, but for American commuters, families, small business users, and value-focused drivers, the Model 3 remains one of the most interesting EV choices to watch. And remember, these 2027 prices and specifications are estimates until Tesla officially confirms the final model details. If you enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe to Next Car Lunch, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our upcoming car reviews, new model updates, and the latest automotive news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.